Tim Steidten banned? Really? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. Just a bit of an exclusive story that's broken over the last few minutes with regards to the Daily Mail, saying that West Ham have blocked Tim Steidten, our own technical director, from entering first team dressing room, and they are restricting his access with his presence deemed inappropriate as he leads a search for the manager for David Moyes' replacement. Wow. What am I listening to? What am I reading? What am I trying to understand? Now, West Ham's technical director, Tim Steidten, is obviously now leading the chase for a new manager, but he will no longer be allowed to be in the first team dressing room amid the ongoing uncertainty over the manager, David Moyes' situation. What's interesting about this is we know that him, David Moyes, and Tim Steidten, collectively gather together before a game outside or inside the London Stadium on the pitch and watch the players and have a good old strong discussion. But Mail Sport have learned that the following internal talks that it's been decided that Steidten will not enter the senior dressing room at the London Stadium or the club's Rush Green training ground. Whilst Moyes' future is uncertain, his current deal is due to expire at the end of the season, and with Steidten actively seeking replacements for David Moyes, it's been deemed inappropriate for him to be in and around the players and staff. I find it a bit fascinating, if I'm being brutally honest with you, because I don't understand then, are they saying that the communication levels have broke down between David Moyes, etc.? And Tim Steidten has a base at the London Stadium and at the training headquarters, but his access to all parts of both facilities is now restricted, as David Moyes is supposedly holding talks with David Sullivan at the end of the season, when his future will be decided. But this doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't show any form of unity between Tim Steidten and David Moyes, and even David Sullivan, in the future direction of the club, maybe making me think they have no idea really where they want to go. And it's likely now that David Moyes is going to be leaving the club this summer, becoming even more apparent that that is going to be happening. But considering that Steidten is bringing in a lot of his background situation there. He's brought in his brother, Moritz, who holds the role as the head of international relations and scouting for West Ham, has built a reputation as being one of Europe's leading technical directors. And it's been a bit of a coup for West Ham. We've saw some of those players replicated in terms of bringing the players in. And, that's definitely taken some of the power away from what David Moyes has said. But they are now reporting and saying that Tim Steidten has been banned from West Ham's, not necessarily the training ground, but being in and around the first team squad. So I find that absolutely fascinating and a bit mind-boggling. We'll break more news to you as soon as we hear about it coming in. But that is some breaking news for you. Tim Steidten has been blocked from entering any kind of conversations with the first team squad at the London Stadium and, of course, at the training ground. I'm baffled as much as you are, but this is West Ham after all. Take it easy. Come on, your hands.